Hey everybody, it is October 8th, 2011, and you're listening to Project White Rice, hosted by Zach and Chris.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Chris.
And this week we're speaking about... Sorry, that was probably very annoying. We're talking about Doctor Who, because, you know what, we can, and it's fun to talk about.
Yes, it is. So for the people who don't know who Doctor Who is...
Or what Doctor Who is...
It's a TV show.
Yay, that's it. That's all you get. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Okay, so it's from the UK, and for me, I just started jumping on it. Zach's been a big fan of it since, I don't know, how long have you been a fan?
Too long ago. No, I don't know. For like a year-ish now?
A year.
Something around that, yeah.
Really? Anyway, here's a little background. Doctor Who is a UK show that started back in 1960-ish. I didn't get it. It went on for a couple of years, and then it died out. And then it came back in the 90s, and now it's popular again.
Yay.
And Zach is the one that showed me it and got me into the whole show.
Yeah, it's... I just love that show because it's like... it's science fiction. I love science fiction shows, and it's quirky and it's humorous, and I don't know. It's everything you want in a show.
All right, for the people who don't know what Doctor Who, the basic storyline is someone travels with the guy called the Doctor, and he has I don't know how do you want to call it, a ship that can go through time and space.
Yeah,
it's
called the TARDIS, and I could look up the initial names, but I don't.
Yeah, but he can travel through time and space, and some human is always following along with him.
Yeah, he normally has like a sidekick type thing.
They go through a bunch of worlds and get into a lot of trouble, and
yeah. He says there's no real point to going to all these places and seeing all these things unless he has someone to share it with. So that's why
it would get kind of lonely, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
I mean, I would.
Plus, the sidekicks are really useful, for when you need to like split up or when you need saving.
Or when you just need someone, or when you need a fall man. You'd be like, he did it.
No, I don't. He doesn't do that. But it's just...
I'm surprised no one has done that yet. I'm be like, he did it.
Yeah, I think the most entertaining part about the show is the writing.
Oh, yeah, the writing.
The story concepts are good, what they do, but the actual writing about like how they say what they say is
the one thing is like they've
amazing.
created a universe in some sense.
Yeah, like all this different
aliens, like
lingo.
it's like Star Trek,
Yeah.
But Star Trek isn't
kind of.
Star Trek isn't like so, I guess, like military-ish.
Military-ish.
Well, when you look
Star
at
Trek is military-ish.
No. Okay, Star Trek is military-ish, but Doctor Who's not as military. It's not military at all. It's just...
I don't know why you brought that up.
Yeah, that's why I never liked Star Trek, because like the whole military and everything taken so seriously was just like... I couldn't follow it.
I didn't like that it had like one set for every single episode. I guess that's kind of like Doctor... I don't know. It's just different. It's different. I didn't like Star Trek because I wasn't that generation to like be watching Star Trek on TV. But I am the generation to be watching shows like Doctor Who on TV on BBC America.
And they've like
here.
The writers honestly have really like not just like every episode they create a new world or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a new adventure that they have to defeat, and for the whole episode it seems like they're in way over their heads, and then all of a sudden at the last part of it they jump back out before the spaceship blows up, or they make a miraculous discovery.
But like that's really what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Get them into enough deep shit, and then somehow they pull it out of nowhere. They just get out.
They pull it out.
Miraculously.
They pull it out of the deep shit. Yes, they do.
I mean, personally, and they've made some really scary characters over the years.
Weeping Angels, The Silence. What else is there?
Centaurans.
They're not that
They're just
scary.
ugly.
They're just very
ugly.
Okay, they're ugly, but they're not. They're like a formidable opponent, because the thing about the Centaurans. Oh no,
the Centaurans.
Centaurans
or whatever.
You
guys don't really understand what we're talking about right now.
Yeah,
unless you've actually seen the show.
They never run away because their only weakness is on the back of their necks. So if they do run away, then they'll probably be killed easier. So they always fight. That's like their main thing in life.
All
It's
right.
just interesting race.
So I guess that's the bottom line is check out Doctor Who if you're a sci-fi fan.
Yeah, or if you just like good television.
Actually, yeah, that's really good television. I mean, compared to like what I've seen these days, I mean, especially like if you, I literally, I think I was just last night I couldn't sleep, so I just started flipping channels, and I have like regular cable in my on TV, so it's like not like that 200 something channel,
it's like
so
channel 60.
channel 60, and so I'm like flipping. It's like, I get to like, what was it, Disney Channel or something, and it's like this teenager sitcom situation. I'm just like, it's so dumb. It's like, oh, why? It's like, why would you? It's
why
like, why
bother making television anymore?
It's like,
It's gonna
why
be like
you
that.
guys? It's not even fresh. It's like, oh my gosh, you know. I think that's the best way I can describe. It's like,
Oh God.
I don't
Just
even know how to
bad
describe
television is on right now, but if you have Netflix, and that's also very good to
it.
have.
Okay, seriously, I do not have Netflix.
It's good to have.
Everyone assumed that I had
Yeah, like,
Netflix.
The
You assumed
crapload.
I had Netflix. My
When?
friend, like when I was getting into Doctor Who, you're like, oh yeah, just look on Netflix. It's on there. It's like, I don't have Netflix.
No, I'm saying that because you can get a free trial for it for 30 days.
30. I'm still in school, so I don't think I could really.
I don't know. Okay.
Oh, well,
You can get a free trial for Netflix for 30 days and then watch all the Doctor Who episodes and then...
yeah. Then I always get that paranoia, like when they tell you to set up for a free trial, that they say like, "Oh, can you put a credit card number?" So then,
Well, no, you have to
minute-
put a credit card number in, and then by the end of 30 days, all you have to do is just make sure you like cancel the account.
That's it. Because like within the 30, I'm thinking like within the 30 days that I get Netflix, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna like realize like 10 days after my 30-day thing expires, I'm gonna be like, holy crap, I forgot. I still have Netflix. I gotta freaking cancel that, or else it's gonna go on my credit card.
Mark it on your calendar. I don't know. You just got to remember. If you want to get free shows like that, then the least you could do for it is just remember to cancel it. When you need
It's
to.
called Mega Video. It's called Mega Video. You know.
Well, Mega Video doesn't have the selection that Netflix has. I mean, Netflix doesn't have the best selection either. They have like old movies and old shows, but they get like shows like the 6th season of Doctor Who is going to be on in like, I don't know, January. It's pretty crap. But if you want to catch up with shows that you haven't seen, that's a good way to.
Or you could end up watching like some random stuff. Like remember when we were watching the original Power Rangers movie?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I was just bored one day, and Christian was over here, and I think it was right after we recorded one of these or something.
Yeah, we were recording one episode, and then we were like, okay, so we just jumped on. So we just jumped on Netflix.
I remember what it was. We were going to record one of these, and then
we got too distracted by Netflix, and we
Yeah.
ended up seeing the Power Rangers movie, and they were like, okay, let's watch this. We sat
It
there
was
for 2
awesome.
hours watching the entire old. I think was it the first movie, right?
yeah, it was the one with Dr. Ooze or
Yeah, I don't know if that's the first one, but it's just so much like, I can't like you don't even realize like when you're a kid and then you see the show, you see the movie, then you watch it again, you're just like,
wow, this was crap. Or this was so badly acted, or this was so badly like I can see the wires, or stuff like that. You start seeing. When
it's
you're
like when you
older.
see the guy. It's like when you see someone doing the spin kick, like the corkscrew kick. Remember?
Oh god, that was awesome. That was the best part of the movie. When
But he
the
just
White
jumps, and then all of
Ranger-
a sudden he just starts spinning. It's like, okay, how'd you start spinning?
The
all of a
White
sudden?
Ranger jumps off of a tree branch and is like in a downward kicking motion, like thing.
Corkscrew,
and then
spin
all
kick.
of a sudden, while he's like halfway down his jump, he starts spinning out of control, and he hits this guy and he lands perfectly.
I'm like, first of all, once you get dizzy off that, I'd be like, whoa, hold on.
Ooh. Yeah, I loved everything a lot more when I was a kid.
But I think it was just hilarious. Like when we were watching Power Rangers, we couldn't stop laughing throughout the entire movie.
Yeah, that was awesome. Just like all the things that happened in it when we thought it was awesome when we saw it very first time, and then now that we've seen it again, we're like, wow, this is so stupid. It's funny.
All right.
Back onto the Doctor Who subject, or do we want to move on?
We still have some Doctor Who. You actually went to the Comic-Con thing.
Oh yeah, I think I've already talked about this. Maybe in the Comic-Con segment. But if you missed it or something, then I went to the Doctor Who panel. I snuck in.
Your experience of it was kind of interesting. How you told me about how when people wait, people were doing some sort of like stomping motion.
Yeah.
I can't really like.
I don't. In Doctor Who, it was very.
You'd have to watch
awesome
the episode apparently to really understand what was going on.
Yeah, it was when.
Well,
I'll just give you a little brief history. It was when the Master came in. The Master was basically another Time Lord, but the Doctor didn't know that there were any more Time Lords alive. It's this whole story thing. Just watch it. And the Master couldn't, for his whole life, he
kept
would
hearing
hear
drums,
the sound of drums, or the war drums, and it was just a
certain kind of beat.
Like it was I don't know if you can hear that, but it's like da 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 da. Anyway, basically, while we were all waiting in the panel for the people to get on stage, one person started it, just started doing that beat, and then it just erupted in the whole 2,000 number of crowd. I don't know how many people were in there. Must have been at least 2,000. Just 2,000 people all doing the same beat. It was awesome. It made such a big smile on my face. That was the best. I loved it.
So anyway, since we haven't recorded a podcast in a while, it's been really busy trying to transition with school and doing this.
Yeah.
I've been getting a lot tired because of those stupid tests, and also I've been focused on midterms and junk.
Well, yeah, midterms are what?
Right now?
2 weeks? Well, actually, midterms differ with.
For me, it's right
classes.
now.
Oh, that sucks. I got it in 2 weeks. Or a week.
Anyway, so within the last week, we've had Steve Jobs die. Steve Jobs died, I think, within 2 days ago.
I didn't really know so much about Steve Jobs. I
not
knew
a lot
that
of
he
people
was
did.
part of. I knew that he was the head of Apple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or.
Yeah, and then
something
Steve Jobs.
Knew.
If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be able to record this podcast. First of all, because this podcast is
on a Mac.
We're recording it on a Mac, and he's made things so much easier for a lot of people. And I bet you at least maybe more than half of YouTube wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for him.
Yeah, and also without Steve Jobs, we wouldn't have great movies like WALL-E and
Toy Story.
So yeah, Pixar is
yeah, he's actually
founded.
I thought that was kind of interesting.
And then he got fired from it.
No, it was funny because it was weird because what they said was that he had Apple, then they fired him from Apple, then he came back, and then he took over.
Huh, that was weird.
All right, so he founded Apple, and I was watching this documentary they had on the news.
I think that was Pixar. He founded Pixar, and then they fired him from Pixar. Because I know they fired him from Pixar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if he ever rejoined though. I don't think he did.
I don't know, but I do remember.
Know our Steve Jobs-ness
not a lot
well enough.
Yeah, I'm not. Well,
I know he wore turtlenecks. So apparently the sales of turtlenecks have been skyrocketing.
Are you serious?
Yeah, black turtlenecks.
People have been buying. Oh my god!
For Steve, there's gonna be so many people who are probably gonna dress up as Steve Jobs for Halloween.
I know.
Which seems like a good thing in their minds, but then again, it's Halloween,
and it's kind of weird, and it's normal clothes.
Really, you're
unless
dressing up as Steve Jobs.
The only way
Halloween.
you can really, I think, the only way you can really get away with it is if you actually paint on the beard or grow a beard and make it gray,
or
and have the glasses, or you can get a mask.
Yeah,
but that takes a little bit more time to make it. Well,
I don't know. There might
or
be
unless
Steve
you
Jobs masks.
unless you print out the Steve Jobs mask, cut it the paper and
Yeah, I don't know why you would want to do that though, because he was a good guy, and you're not supposed to wear you're supposed to wear scary things on Halloween, or things.
I've seen a lot of weird stuff done. During Halloween.
Sarah Palin masks on Halloween. George Bush masks on Halloween. I've seen
Obama masks on Halloween.
I've seen a bunch of politician masks on Halloween, but that's because politicians are not the most liked people in the planet.
True. This is very true.
Yeah.
Anyway, back on Steve Jobs. He was owner, founder, CEO of Apple. You know, he made a lot of products. iMac.
iMac.
Yeah, that's really what the original Mac was called. Like they called it the iMac.
That's weird.
And then he made the iPod, the iPhone,
iPad,
iPad,
iTouch.
I paid.
I paid for the iPad.
No, seriously, oh my gosh, the amount of money that people have spent on like all of Steve Jobs' products.
He was a very wealthy man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could have been as wealthy as that or have founded a good company like that. But
It's crazy because I think like Steve Jobs is just a crazy genius, and no one ever really took time to say, "Oh my gosh, he did it." But now when he's dead, it's like what they did with
like
Michael
the
Jackson.
Michael Jackson thing, yeah.
Yeah, everyone suddenly is like, "Oh my gosh, he's so great."
Yeah, after he died or before he dies, child molester. After he dies, amazing artist that should be remembered for all time.
Yeah, but well, I guess the only recognition people can ever get is when they're dead.
It's pretty messed up how that works, but I guess it kind of makes sense. It's like you start missing them for what they did, and then you're like, oh, they actually did do some good things. And then other people start thinking that.
And it's like, oh, wow, maybe we were wrong about, when we first thought about this guy.
Snowball effect.
But so now that Steve Jobs is dead, we're going to wonder what's going to happen to Apple.
They're going to elect a new head of the company, and they're going to continue to make products.
No, but like the one thing was like when I was watching the documentary of Steve Jobs, when Steve Jobs was, I think, fired from Apple, which I'm not sure, I got to watch that documentary again or something wherever it pops up. They said he left, or he got fired from Apple, and then like Apple started falling because they weren't selling that great of a product anymore.
Uh-huh.
And then when Steve Jobs came back in, boosted it, everything started going back up again.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen with the iPhone 4S or 4S?
Yeah, 4S.
Because it basically doesn't really do all that much different than the iPhone 4.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like a higher definition camera. You can click a button on the side for the camera instead of touching the touchpad. Just small, minute changes, and it's like, really, why even make it? I don't.
Yeah.
Why not just put it in the iPhone?
The thing
5?
is, I don't even have an iPhone yet. I mean,
I might get one actually, just because iPhones are now part of Verizon.
Really?
And I have free upgrade coming very, very soon. So
I kind of want to. I kind of want an iPhone. I do, but it's like, don't you have to like charge like internet like pay it for internet over like Safari? Because like when I went over to my provider,
it's part of the
AT&T
plan. You can get like a 2-year plan for Verizon with it.
I don't know. Too many contracts.
Yeah, a little too many. This kind of got sidetracked, didn't it?
Yeah.
We started on Doctor Who, and now we're on phones.
Oh well. Anyway, Steve Jobs, amazing guy.
Good person.
And and since you also mentioned Halloween coming around, I haven't really decided on costumes yet.
Yes, we have. You don't remember?
No.
I thought we talked about it. Where we were gonna
dress up. We were gonna do our Doctor Who. No one's
gonna notice it unless they watch it, but it's gonna be awesome for us.
I know.
There's a villain in Doctor Who called the Silence, and basically every time
they're just trying to kill him. They're just trying to kill him.
Well, yeah, but every time you see them, it's like, oh my god, it's an alien, oh my god, and then when you turn away to run, you forget that they're there. Like your mind just erases.
Can you imagine? What would you do if you had that ability?
I would never get any person to like me ever.
No. Think about it. Like think about.
You had a choice to.
Let's say you had to have it. Let's say you had to.
Well, then I would probably go into a deep state of depression.
Or you could probably just go in and jack everything, and no one would ever see you.
Yeah, you could do a bunch of stuff and have that happen, but I don't know. But anyway, back on topic. If when they look away, they forget that you're there. So what the people would do to remember that they were around, so they wouldn't just stay there and get killed by them, is they would bring along a Sharpie or a marker, and every time they would see one, they'd mark it on their skin, and they would have such dramatic build-ups to this. It's like they're just walking down into this room, and all of a sudden they look down on their arm and they see like 5 marks, which means you've seen 5 of the silence, and it's like, oh crap.
And then all of a sudden, like, the camera would change, and then they're looking at a different direction, and then they look again at their arm. There's like 20 marks on their on their hand,
On the
and
arm.
then they look again. It's like another 50, and it's like all over their face and junk. So
Yes, and then you're just like, okay, get out of the room, get out of the room, get out of the room.
it's like we're kind of gonna get screwed here. I mean, if I knew about that and I saw like a billion marks on my face and my hands, I'd be like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Yeah, that's the only way they remember that they're even there. So, I mean, it's a good mechanism if you just want to know if they're there, but no one like remembers what they look like, or no one, all that stuff.
You know, my first costume was, I think I thought about buying a costume. Actually, I did go out and buy a costume just because I didn't know what I was going to dress as. So I went over to Party City, and oh God, Party City is just ridiculous this time of year. Because, we got, because we have Halloween.
Like sales right now?
Yeah,
or
like
what?
sales and, people trying to buy costumes and stuff for, costume parties and decorations.
Mm-hmm.
So Party City is going to be really busy this year because it's always busy like this every year because you have Halloween, then you have Thanksgiving, and then you have Christmas. So, there's always going to be like decorations and junk on sale.
Okay. Are they hiring?
My friend's actually working at Party City, and he was like, it sucks because he has to deal with little kids asking for costumes. And then when you say no, they start crying.
Why would you say no?
Because they don't have the costume.
Oh. So it's Party City's fault.
Yeah.
Or they
and
just
you
sold
have
out
to
of
just
it.
deal with the crying baby. He'd be like, hi, do you have so-and-so or whatever? He'd be like, no.
We have Superman, though.
I hate him.
Screw Superman. Did you really just say that?
I was like, I want to be Master Chief.
And you start going into an argument with the little kid.
It's like, why do you want to be Master Chief? You'd be like, no, imagine if you're like one of those nerds who like think Master Chief is like the worst person in the world.
I don't know. Maybe he killed a lot of
people.
things.
Yeah, killed a lot
Aliens,
of people.
people.
But some of these costumes are starting to get really, really more intricate.
Really? I haven't seen that many intricate costumes. It's mostly just like witch and zombie and vampire every year. That's
true, but those are
what
the
I
classic
see.
ones. But like when you go to Party City, they start like pulling out a bunch of like random costumes. Like I think when I was at Party City looking for stuff, I saw a costume specifically designed to make you try to look like Prince, or like look like Michael Jackson, or look like.
So like more feminine. That's all I think of when I think. I mean, they're good. They're good artists, but they look really feminine.
Yeah, and then it's like, but okay. So anyway, back to Party City.
We get very sidetracked very easily. It's kind of depressing.
Well, anyway, so I was going to Party City, and when I walked in, we're like looking at all these costumes. They had some really funny ones. It's like they had the Angry Birds ones. Everyone loves Angry Birds, and then
you can dress up like a giant bird.
Yeah, like they have.
That's a little concerning.
No. Think about like. Think about like
flung out of a catapult at walls.
Oh, they even had the pigs too.
Oh, good.
Like they had the variety of pigs. Where like
that's what
you're the regular pig, or you're the injured pig, or like you're the armor pig.
I want to be one of the pigs. He's safe inside of the freaking structure, especially if you're one of the pigs on like the last level. You perfectly fine.
But
actually, I quite hate that game, Angry Birds.
And they also had the classic banana suit, which I still haven't figured out why people love that banana suit.
I don't know, it's funny. You dress up as a banana. Like, why a banana? That's so stupid. And it's so stupid and so random that it's funny.
That reminds me.
Plus, you can dance like you're in that music video for Peanut Butter Jelly Time.
Yeah. Oh, wait, speaking of which, I remember in high school, I don't know what year it was, but I remember it was Halloween, and how schools allow you to dress up as whatever on campus. And then
really,
like,
to a certain degree,
yeah, to some degree, you can bring your costume and dress up. And so then we were on campus, and then this guy starts running around with a boombox playing Peanut Butter Jelly Time, and he's dressed up as a banana. He's like running around, hey, and I'm like, what are you doing? It's like, don't you know? And then he plays the song, and it's like, oh, I get it, yay! Starts running around, everybody's like dancing along with him.
At my school, we just had Pac-Man and the Ghosts. They ran around the entire school at lunchtime, like for that day, the whole day.
That would be actually kind of cool.
It was awesome. It was, but they weren't that fast because they had these big costumes on.
Was it like those cardboard, like gigantic cardboard things?
It was basically just two of the same, like, you know, Pac-Man. You had one picture of Pac-Man on the right side, one picture of Pac-Man on the left side, and like straps to keep it on.
Yeah.
And in the middle, it was just, you know,
like
there
hole
was
or something.
there.
Yeah.
Anyway, just think of two Pac-Man pictures on either side, but they were like giant cardboard things they had to run around in. It was pretty funny though to see them doing that.
Anyway, so there was a banana suit there. I was really tempted to buy it too.
What did you buy?
I bought the Navi avatar from, you know, James Cameron's Avatar thing.
Did you get the sex ponytail?
No, I didn't.
You didn't get the sex ponytail?
It didn't come with it was weird because it didn't come with it.
That's the best part of it. You got to get the sex ponytail if you're blue. Come on.
But like it was a discount
Sex
costume. It was a discounted item, which was like kind of funny. It was only like $5.
Was it just a mask?
No, it was a mask, the body like shirt, and then like the skin tight skin, and then like pants. And it had pants that had like the tail sewn onto the back of it.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. And then it's like
still no freaking pony.
And then but the funny thing is, like, when you look at it, it shows like it comes with what I said before, and then it shows a picture of that, and then it also shows him holding a spear, which kind of throws me off. It's like saying, is there a spear in here? Like I can grab that.
No,
like,
why don't I get a spear? What the heck?
So like I have to like make my own spear or something?
Okay, I have an honest question. I want an honest answer. Have you ever gone to like Target or Party City or something, and you find the aisle with all of the swords and axes that's for the costumes?
Yeah.
And you look both ways, and you're like, is anyone looking? You just pick them up and you start, like flailing them around, like, oh, this is so cool.
We got to do that one day.
And then little kids come in the aisle, and you're like, oh yeah, this will be good for my little brother. Yeah, that is okay. Yeah, I think I'll buy that.
No, you try walking in and buying. And what about like I go to Target with my sister sometimes, and then we would just pick up like the Nerf swords, and we just have fun with that.
Fights. I remember at one point in time, me and my brother went into a 99-cent store, and we found a rubber soccer ball thing, and
like those ones that you put on the wrist or something, or
no, it was like a miniaturized soccer ball.
Okay.
Anyway, it was like the inflatable one.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And we were just having fun with that, and we were like, you know what? Let's make some goals. So we got like these $1 trash cans that they had there, and we placed them like they were goals. And we were in the back of the store, so that no one would see us, hopefully. We just started like having a soccer match in the middle of at the back of the store, and apparently they had video cameras because one of the people came back there and kicked us out of the store. I really wanted to buy something in there too because it was like $1 for everything.
Have you ever walked back in and they like told you to stay out?
No, we just left. I was so ashamed though because I've never been kicked out of a store before.
I've never been kicked out of a store actually. I haven't yet.
I can say I have because it was fun while it lasted, but apparently they want you to buy this stuff before you have fun with it. Stupid marketing strategy.
Anyway, it was 99 cents. You probably could have bought all that for like $10.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I'd buy garbage cans, 4 garbage cans, but whatever.
Anyway, so your question was, did I ever do that? Like, just have a random sword fight inside a mall, inside a store? Yes.
It's fun. But
and I tried to have a random Nerf war
like
in there
with the Nerf
guns.
Nerf guns. They had Nerf guns out that you could shoot with?
No, we tried to pretend.
Oh. Like they were still in the box.
Yeah, they were still in the box, and we'd be like, ah.
I shoot you with this cardboard sphere.
It's like, you missed. No, it's like, no, I didn't. I hit you dead on. It's like, no, I turned away.
I dodged it. I blocked it. You missed. No, I didn't.
Anyway,
I think
so
that's
back to whatever we're doing. So I went to Party City. I got a $5 costume, and the costumes are actually really expensive now, like $40 costumes and stuff at Party City.
and that's why I don't. That's why I just I throw like a headset on and I get a bat and last year I just dressed up as the guy from Team Fortress 2.
Oh yeah,
That's all I did, and that's basically what I did. And it was like you guys came over and you're like,
what
you
are
had
you?
costumes on, and I was like, okay, and I went upstairs and I'm like, all right, let's see, what do I have? I got my headset on for my Xbox, and then I got a bat, like a plastic bat, and then I just went outside. That's all I did. Oh yeah.
Anyway, so I think we're at the end of this podcast.
Yeah, and I don't think we're gonna be doing it like weekly, as you said.
We'll just try to
anymore.
see it however many times we can get it out when we have time.
We'll try
If
to do it. It'll be like a treat, you sign on to YouTube, and it's like, oh, cool. It's
yeah,
a
like
thing.
how some of the YouTubers are so popular that they're so busy that they don't have time to record videos anymore.
I don't think that's even possible. If they're so popular that they don't produce videos.
Yeah, like some YouTube stars become like popular where they're going out and touring and like saying, "Oh, hey, I'm doing a
Well, it's still
Yeah,
gotta get paid.
conferences or meetups and stuff like that."
Oh, well, at that point, they just say, okay, I'm gonna have to take a hiatus for a little while and go to
Yeah, but they
conferences
don't.
and
Sometimes they are
meetings.
so busy they don't tell you. Well, I guess that's kind of
Never
rude.
happened to me. Anyway, off topic yet again for the 15th million time. Somebody count it, put in the comments below. Anyway, if you would like to see some gaming, I guess you could, gaming, then you can go check out my channel at www.youtube.com/The Avenging Walnut. Yeah, The Avenging Walnut.
I was like, you're about to say .com twice.
Yeah, it was. And if you would like to see any of these videos,
Or like check out any of the old podcasts that we've had recorded on, you can just subscribe to me.
and
Don't forget
watch
to do
them.
or listen. They don't
Yes.
exactly watch, but anyway, don't forget to do the three things: the 3 S's: subscribe, support, and spread the little grains of Project White Rice.
You made a little thing for it. That's clever.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Thanks
also,
for listening.
while you guys are gone, don't forget to leave in the comments below what is going to be your costume for this Halloween.
Awesome.
All right.
Question. Good
and
job.
we'll try to crank out another podcast when we can.
Well, thank you guys for watching, and we hope
Listening.
to... Yeah, that one. I keep saying watching, don't I? I'm so used to saying watching because I make watching videos.
Oh yeah. By the way, I'll try to work. I've been trying to create scripts and stuff that Zach wants to do, but Zach doesn't feel like he can act anymore.
No.
Or
anymore.
ever.
I've never been able to act. I can't.
So have Zach try to act or something so we can get some videos out for you guys to check out. It'd be pretty funny. I have some pretty funny
Hopefully
ideas.
it'll be funny. I hope it will. I'm going to be making a video very shortly for my
Channel.
well, not for the channel, but for school. So I'll probably post it on YouTube after
Check.
it's all done.
Yeah,
It probably won't be me in it though, because I'll just be directing.
because he don't like acting.
No, I don't.
Dude, just do it, all right?
I like directing. It's fun.
People,
Anyway,
people, please tell him.
Longest outro ever.
But please tell Zach that he should act and just have some fun with it, all right?
That's all we have for this time.
All right, so
Hopefully.
thank you for listening. Do the 3 S's.
Yeah,
And we'll
so
see you whenever.
Listen to us next time.
see you guys whenever. Have a great week.
Haha, I got it.